It's good to be back. Again, this is Town Talker. This is Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now and Town Talker Talk Show. I'm here with Adrian Mapp and Deborah Dow. Adrian won over Don Davis for councilman, and Deborah Dow, again a Republican, is running against Annie McWilliams in November. So what I would like to do again for the public that's listening, the audience that's going to tune in for the next 15 minutes, the Church of What's Happening Now and Town Talker Talk Show, we would love to put together a debate for the summer. I think that mainly in a situation like this, people normally go to sleep and wake back up in like September, in October. But I think that with the circumstances that's going on now, with we look like we're going to have a victory with Barack Obama, I think it's time to do something different. I think that what we need to bring everybody into the fold. Let's bring the family together, So I would love to put together a debate with Deborah Dow and Annie McWilliams.
Well, it's my pleasure to support you and your efforts, and you really made a contribution to this community. And the thing I like best about Plainfield is its people.
Sure.
And there's no place else that has people like the people in Plainfield, and it's just been a real pleasure to be able to be a part of this community. It's a shame that the attempted closing of Muhlenberg is what it took to forge us together into a more united front.
Sure.
But in that case, it's a blessing. We
take what we can get. And God uses sword the way He want to use it. And I see a different air, not only in Plainfield but around the whole state. I see, with the gas prices up, and they talking about maybe the levees in Detroit may break. They was talking about that earlier today, I think, on CNN. The water and everything. Yes, a lot of Midwest is flooded out.
Some of the most distress I heard were from some Norwegians, because in Scandinavia they have Holland, so these people know levees, and they just made the point that no one had ever come to them. That why didn't the United States, come to the people who know levees the best?
Oh yeah, because I think Holland is protected by a levee.
Without levees, there'd be no Holland.
Right.
And so some part of what we need to do as Americans is to acknowledge the skills, abilities, and contributions of other people, of all people.
Yes.
And we don't know it all, but we can't do it all.
But it would be a fine world if we could break down that barrier. But unfortunately, it's a barrier that's going to take time because it was molded for us. I always look at the journey of where we come from, and if I only came from the church, I would be fine. But the problem is I would be all right, Mr. Matt. If I only came from the church, but I have to deal with the social and everything that's been laid down. I'm healing now from the Jim Crow law. People don't know. They say, "What you doing, Reverend?" I'm healing from the Jim Crow. You understand? Getting the love back and everything. And if I didn't have to deal with that, if after 1863 and there was no Jim Crow, Jesus, where we would be.
We have a great opportunity, Reverend Jackson, to heal many of the wounds that are still at the very core of so many of the issues that we face today. And we have an excellent opportunity to fix some of these things. And that opportunity lies in a person by the name of Barack Obama.
Yes, Lord.
This country has demonstrated that it is ready to put a person in the White House on the basis of qualifications, on the basis of the fact that he is qualified to do the job.
Yes.
And based on the platform that he has run on for the past several months, people from across all of these United States came out and said in no uncertain terms that we are ready for Barack Obama. And so I want to encourage the people in Plainfield over the course of the next 2-3 months leading up to this election to do everything that they can to make sure that we put someone in the White House who will look after the needs of all people.
That's right.
Who will look to bring universal health care to every person in this land who needs it and who deserves it. We can't elect a Barack Obama to bring to this country the things that is lacking today. Not only health care, but jobs, opportunities for the less fortunate. So this is a chance that we must not miss. We cannot afford to give to this country another 4 years of George Bush by electing a McCain. And so I ask Plainfield, come together, join me, and join all of the forces in this city that are so eager to put their support behind Barack Obama. There is a unity event that is planned for this June the 28th, and I am encouraging Plainfield to just come out. There are parties that are being hosted in different homes, and there are so many things that people are coming together to do to ensure that Barack Obama becomes the next president of these United States, and that this country will be turned in a new and different direction for the betterment of all of the people who are so in love with this great country, the United States of America.
Let us heal. And I often say this here because, you know, the sojourning of, I don't know whether it's been 100 years out of the Jim Crow law in terms, 100 years journey with the Jim Crow law. I know that my mother often said, and I'm not talking about all the history and those that go around the country and say it's slave syndrome or whatever, but I know that my mother said, and she come out of Georgia, and they faced the Jim Crow law, big deal down there. I have 3 minutes left. I just got to wave. And she said that it was the Jim Crow law that paralyzed their thinking, not slavery. That's what she said. She said, because if they were free after slavery, we would be where we're headed today. She said that law tore up the mindset of the people and denigrated the heart, and it was like a bug that I remember I got the little bugs that go into the rice. What they call them bugs?
Weevils?
The weevil. Yeah, I remember I bought all this rice. I got it cheap at one of the supermarkets, the brown rice, and a little weevil got in there, ate all my rice out. I went to cook the rice. It was nothing but a shell. I said, "Oh my God, somebody robbed me of the rice." It was a weevil that stole my rice, and that's what the Jim Crow law meant to me.
We have made so much progress in this country over the past 5 decades, and a lot of that progress can be seen in the person of Barack Obama.
Amen.
And so there has been a great deal of coming together on the part of people of all racial and ethnic backgrounds, and that is one of the things that is so beautiful about Plainfield, its diversity. And so Plainfield, I ask you to just come out in numbers and support Barack Obama, and let us bring change to Plainfield and change to these United States.
I want to ask all of you to come out to our vigil today across the street from the entranceway of Muhlenberg, across from the emergency room. Help us by signing a postcard that we will then forward on to the governor for you. I will be looking to see as many of you as possible. We'll be there till 9 tonight. Thank you.
Okay, and we're out of here now, I imagine. And I want to say this right here, the Reverend Zachariah from the Town Talker Talk Show, Church of What's Happening Now. Pharaoh, I told you when I was a little boy I was going to get you. And I told you I was tracking you from a long time. Now man must land. Keep hope alive.
Thank you.
Listening to the Town Talker with Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson.